Okay, go for it.
The one that pops up for me most often is that it will not work for you. It works for everyone else, but it won't work for you. And that's when I start throat punching.
Okay. So it will not work for you. What is the reverse of that?
Throat punch.
Okay, it will work for you. Or what are other ones that we could use? It already works. Okay.
It's already.
Okay, we're gonna roll with that one. How well does it saying back, "It will work for me," work for you?
Not very often. I don't have any evidence to support it.
Okay, so what happens? So the first step of the combat declaration is that you take "it will work for you." So "it will not work for you" is the lie that's going around in your head that you keep getting chucked at your head. So you take that lie and you create a truth from it. Something that you are willing to claim for yourself. It will work. Try and avoid responding negatively to those lies, however.
So no throat punching?
No throat punching.
Oh.
Because then they just fight back even more because they're grumpy.
Yeah, I know.
But you do a truth for "it will work for me." And then these are the key ones. So your "it will work for me" is what negates these two and makes them even. So you've just negated that one, but now your scales are even. You're not winning, you're not losing, it just sort of is what it is. So what is something you completely and utterly believe about yourself?
I'm amazing.
Love it.
I feel like you need to have a t-shirt with all this.
Seriously.
Well, the one I'm wearing today is pretty good.
Yeah, I know, but
So now what you've done is you have now weighted the truth with the truth you actually believe. Because sometimes we don't believe the truth. We fight it, we go against it, we can't feel it. And so your second one has to be something that you can wholeheartedly claim and feel. Because in order to take charge of your brain, you have to feel. You have to embrace it. Okay, then.
So
what?
wait, question.
Go.
Could it be something even simpler than like, "I'm amazing"? Could it be like, "My hair's awesome today"?
That's number 3.
Or like, "I love my shoes"? Oh, okay.
Okay, no, but that totally works. Totally works. So you could also say, "I love my shoes." Because truth resonates at a higher level, and you want to pull yourself up from this negative spot that you're at. And so if you really love your shoes, and saying, "I love my shoes" is truth that will pull you out of where you're at. I love my shoes. The third one needs to be about your appearance. Because how we view ourselves, how we claim our identity, is by what we see in the mirror. And so we identify who we think we are is based on our appearance, a lot. If we love our appearance, we love who we are. If we are in this battleground, we struggle with our identity. So choose something that you love. For me? Well, no, Jennifer, what's something?
For me?
Yep, what's something you love about yourself?
I love my eyes.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
So, what you have now done is you have caught this icky, ugly, nasty thing in your hands. And you go, I don't want this in my brain. I don't want to feed this in my head anymore. So you catch it. It comes flying at you. You catch it. And then you go, I know you're lying to me, so I'm going to tell you the truth. And you glove on, "It will work for me." But then you kind of just have this neutral thing. It's not really anything. So then you add on, "I'm amazing," or "I love my shoes." Whatever it is that you value, put that on there. So now you have more weight. It has more value because it has more truth. And then you put you're putting your identity and a love of your identity in the place of this negative thing. And then my personal favorite, don't throw a punch, just chuck this back. So you catch it, you envision yourself catching it, you add the truth that negates the lie, you add what you love, and then you add what you love about yourself, and then you chuck it back.
Dodgeball. You're right.
Because you've now raised the vibration of this thing so much that in sending it back, the voices and the negativity can't stay. Because you have overwhelmed it with positivity. Yes.
Okay, so Like anytime a person's having a negative thought about themselves, this would be a tool to use. Okay, cool.
This is a fantastic tool to use because it does two things. It pulls them from the place of negativity where they were, and it also creates positive space in the environment so that more negativity doesn't fill in. So you are literally changing the energy of the space around you by building in threes. Okay, any other questions? Okay, so the last one, the one that I want you to focus on is combat. Because combat is how you flip your negative mindset and how you build an area of positivity where you see positivity. So the two takeaways for this of building your positivity is create amazing declarations. And write them down in advance so you're not searching for them in the moment. It is really hard to find them in the moment if you're already in a bad place. So write down some ones you really love that you really can believe in, and then you're building them actively so you know they're there. The other one is to start. I can spell. There we go. I am grateful because. The because part is what allows you to feel. And writing it down. You can say it, saying it's powerful. Writing it down though. I just hit 1,500 I'm grateful for. And it's very powerful to be able to look back and realize where I was at based on what it is that I found that I was grateful for. So it's a wonderful way to give yourself physical proof when you're feeling discouraged that you have things you are grateful for that you claim for yourself that you know are yours. So as we finish today, I want to share 3 things for continual learning, and then I'm going to leave I will finish by having you guys write down one declaration you will claim as your own and actually use for the next week. It can be a combat 3-parter, or it can just be one based on that thing you're struggling with right now. But write it before you go so that you have a tool at your disposal. Because you have more knowledge, what you face will increase, so that you can gain more knowledge.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So grateful for that.
It's gonna happen no matter what, so at least now you know about it.
No. I love it.
So actually though, this is fair. I want you guys to teach somebody else here one thing you learned today that you want to apply. The first one is, how do you improve your buffer zone? And to improve our buffer zone, what we're really doing is we are shrinking our buffer zone. That's what we've got to do. So to shrink our buffer zone, here's what you have to do. First, stop imagining the worst. Because your brain, is literally protecting you from all of the awful things that you think could happen. And so, if you are always imagining the worst possible thing that could happen, your brain is going to keep getting it bigger, your buffer zone bigger and bigger and bigger, to keep that thing away from you. So, imagining the worst.
So grateful for it.
It's not
good. It's so capable.
Next, what you do is you stop complaining.
Oh, yep.
And that's really what the I am grateful for because is for. Because any time that you see an opportunity when you can complain and you say what you're grateful for instead, you have shut your complaint habit down. And you don't have to say it in direct response to what you're not grateful for, because if you're not feeling grateful, don't say you're grateful for it. Your brain is going to go, sarcasm? No. And will shut you down. And so what you need to do instead is you just say, you choose something else to be grateful for. You just shut that thought down in your brain. A complaint comes up, oh, my coworker was such a jerk. Instead of saying that, you say, I am so grateful that I have a place to work and I have money to meet my needs. And so you switch your brain to feed a new direction. So you're strengthening positivity and you're cutting out negativity. And then the last step is that you increase positivity. and you start imagining, that's not how you spell that. Okay. And so you increase your imagination of the good things. You close your eyes for those 16 seconds and you imagine something that brings you joy. You imagine something that's good in your life and you fully walk your way through that good thing in your life. The other question, Jennifer, re-ask your question because you asked it better than I did.
Oh, I was asking, how do we get to that step of feeling if we don't know what it would feel like to have what we want? Like, how do we put ourselves in feeling that?
So when I first set a goal for myself to go to sleep, I've been working on this goal for 18 months to be in bed by 10 o'clock. And everyone would be like, just imagine what it feels like to go to bed on time. I'm like, I haven't gone to bed before 10 o'clock in 8 years. I have no idea. I have no memory of what that feels like. I didn't know. And so instead what I started feeling is, what does it feel like to be fully awakened in the moment? Because I knew what that felt like. And so instead of going, I don't know what it feels like to be in bed by 10, I went, I am fully rested. I am fully awake. And I sat in what that felt like. Or maybe you don't know what it feels like. You have never been there. You don't know what it's like at all. And so then you think of a moment of pure joy. You think of a moment that has brought you happiness and fulfillment and direction. And then you live in that moment instead. And you start connecting in your brain. This is what I want. This is me feeling good. This is what I want. This is me feeling good, until your brain merges them and goes, this being what I want feels good. So you bring the two of them together. That was a really good question. Any other questions about what we talked about? Or are we ready to close up? Okay, so I'm going to share 3 things with you really fast, and then I will have you write one declaration, and we're done. So you'll want a new thing to write. So in the process of me building my skills as a mentor, I've created 4 different things to offer. So the first thing is actual personal first thing to offer is called Healing Your 3 Circles of Identity. The 3 Circles of Identity is a 6-part course that I have created. It is available via a link online. And so when you purchase the course, I send you the link once a week, and it's about 10 to 15 minutes long. You watch the video, and then you do the homework. I give you homework at the end of every segment so that you can apply that homework every week. And then you come back, I check in with you, ask how did the homework go, and then teach you the next set of the principle. The first is an introduction. Then the next one is how you actually apply techniques to make changes. So that you have 2 weeks per circle, because the 3 circles of identity is how you see yourself, how you think others look at you, and how you see other people. And so each week goes into and delves into how you feel, why you feel that way, and how you improve those things. And that is $25, but for the purposes of this course, like for being here in this class today or viewing this class online, until April 27th, this course is on sale for $20. So you can buy this course for $20. This is it will be over an hour and a half of material. So you are paying less than $1 a minute for some really awesome techniques that I'm very excited about. The next one is personal mentoring with me. I have 3 different segments that I do. One is you and your best self, and it talks about how to apply declarations better, how to build vision boards, how to increase vision in your life, set goals, reach goals, how to heal. And this one is a lot of what the 3 circles of identity introduce. So it's learning about how to heal yourself from the inside out so that you're improving relationships, improving how you view other people. And these packages come in, you can either do 12 sessions with me, you can do 6 sessions with me, or you can do 3 sessions with me. And I will have that posted on my website so that you can see. And with that, each one of those prices have also been slashed. So that because you were in this class, because you showed interest, you get a really awesome deal. And then the last one that I'm also very excited about is the bonus library. And that has been under creation now for about 2 months. Some of what's in the bonus library is YouTube videos that never saw the light of day. Or they are videos that I purposely created to go into the bonus library. And the last option is they were also epiphanies that I had on Facebook Lives that I've now downloaded and will be available so you don't have to search my Facebook page. So if you want a little bit more me in your life, because of course you do, you can get my voice in your head teaching you stuff all the time through the bonus library or through the 3 Circles of Identity. And then the other one that makes me just really happy is it's a course called Training Lower Lights, and that's actually when it's a class. It's group mentoring of 6 to 8 people. And we all come in the room together, we share our successes, we talk about the stuff we're facing, and the whole 2-hour session is just talking about techniques that help you get through those moments that are coming up in your life and train you to teach other people. So if there's someone in your life that you care about and you don't know how to reach out to them, you don't know how to help them, this course teaches you how to give them advice and techniques that actually work. The package is worth $350 for the purposes of this class. Until next week, it's $175. It's 6 2-hour meetings, and we meet every other week for 2 months. So that's what I have for you. I will now give you a few minutes to write your declarations so that you leave here with a tool, also a weapon to beat discouragement before it beats you.